Welcome to another episode of nocappnalldrip. I'm your man Bailey.
It's your boy Carmine Key.
And we got a special guest today.
What up, man? David Allen.
Hey.
So, we back again. Told you we was coming back. We're gonna do it back on a regular. We getting at it.
Time to get it.
So we're gonna be doing a lot more interviews and bringing special guests on. So this is a special appearance for someone here locally in Arizona that's making some moves, doing some big things. As I told you, for you new businesses, entrepreneurs, or someone even doing anything in their life, whether it be sports, entertainment, hey, let us know so we can make sure we showcase you on what you do and, you know, get you the extra exposure that you need in order to make sure you get to the next level.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Make sure you come on.
Yep, come on, fuck with the show. And this one's a special guest, David. Me and David actually went to school together,
Yes, sir.
hooped together. So for me, you already know I support the home team, all the old homies, all the new homies. You know what I mean? So it's a dope episode. Known David for a long time. Like he said, he's doing some really big things out here. So I kind of want to kick it off and talk about some of the business ventures David has going on right now. So yeah, we can kick that off. We can talk about some of the stuff you got going.
Well, I got a couple things going right now.
Actually, no, hold on. Before we even get to that, no.
What's up?
What up?
Tell us who you are. Tell us what you do. Tell us where you from. Talk
All right,
about
man.
you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, I already introed myself, David Allen. I'm doing multiple things right now. So, you know, main thing right now is basketball training, skills development. You know, getting kids to college, sending dudes off overseas to pro, and you know, I'm trying to work my way into some NBA stuff right now. So that's what I got going on over there. I'm also doing like some brand consulting, you know, helping some places out, building websites, doing some marketing. You know, I'm dabbling in a few things, and the biggest thing, biggest setup I have right now though is you know, launching my own podcast. You know, that's really it. As for like my personal stuff, man, been in Arizona most of my life. You know, Keith said we went to high school together. I hooped.
Shout out to Dysart, that whack ass high school. That's some cool ass people though.
Hey man, yeah, no, Dysart was cool, man. I ain't gonna front, man. I met a lot of like lifetime friends there, man. So like,
They say high school is the best time of your life.
nah,
It really is.
say that.
Have you been to college?
yeah,
So like, high school, you spend more time. You actually have people that you grew up with. Like, you make true memories when you go off to college. Like college, for the most part, yeah. I mean, a lot of us do the partying thing.
yeah.
But like, your friends aren't friends that you grew up with and did stuff with. So that's why they say high school is the best time of your life.
No, yeah. Well, high school is a little different for me, man. Like I went to 4 different high schools, so
Oh shit!
you know, I was at a new school every single year, and it was always adjusting and stuff. But I mean, I had a great time in high school. College was a lot of fun, but I'm a huge believer. Yeah, I'm a huge believer in right now, though, man. Like there ain't no better day than today, man.
Right? You never know what's going in.
Exactly.
Yep,
Live today
exactly,
like it's your
man.
last day. Push it to the fullest.
I love waking up.
Yeah.
I love waking up.
Yep. So with David, you gave a little background. Your main business now is skill training and player development. So just give a little background on what got you into it, how long you've been hooping for, and just kind of your inspiration for that. What got you started?
So like what got me started, man, I've hooped my whole life. Like, you know, we've hooped together. You were at Dysart with me. It was a disappointing senior year and stuff, but you know, injuries and.
Were you the Final Four year?
No, I came right after that. I came right after the Final.
So we had a little buzz still.
Yeah,
People
you got.
knew who Dysart was.
Yeah, when the Everline was there, Everline, you know, shout out him. We're still cool, but you know, he had to take off for a college job like right before the season started.
But we were hooping against some good talent. Dwayne Russell,
for
you know
sure.
what I mean?
Yeah, no, we definitely put in work, man. Let people know who we were. So, but yeah, I hooped a lot. And it was just a natural fit, man. Like, I've always helped people out with developing their game. You know, when I was in high school, I was always known as a way above average ball handler. You know, I was a very skilled person. I always.
So you the next little Allen Iverson?
No, he couldn't hold me.
Hey, Allen Iverson, you hear this?
Talk your shit.
Hey, I don't feel like I'm checkable, man. But you know, I'm a skills trainer, so the skills is what I do, man. Like I have tough finishes, man. That's what I was known for.
So if I can get you 1-on-1 against Kyrie Irving, and you had to play defense on you and vice versa, who would win?
Oh, I'm not delusional. I can't check him. But you said AI, and AI's like 50 right now. So like,
he wanted AI right now. He don't want AI back in the day.
We have to do today.
So in high school, I know most people's goals, especially when hooping or doing sports, are like, I want to go to college, whether it's community or whether it's D1.
Yeah.
Or I want to like, do this or that, or I want to quit ball and do something else. Like,
for sure.
Were you thinking in high school, like, I could be a coach, I could be a trainer? Or is that something that developed after?
So that developed way later. Like, I honestly didn't think.
You think you were going to college? Like, did you want to go to college?
Nah, so yeah, man, like, I just had, like, a really bad GPA.
Right.
I had
a lot of good hoopers.
Yeah. I had some interest and stuff from other places, but, like, I ended up going to NAU. I was trying to get like a little redshirt practice position, but I had to grab a job and do real life stuff.
Do the grown man thing.
Yeah, so I had to do the grown man thing. So that's kind of how that went. And after that, I had a couple like overseas like combines and little trials and stuff like that, which I did pretty good in. Like anybody who's hooped with me knows like potential wise, I've always been like through the roof.
Right.
Every coach has said that to me. Like, but I ended up tearing my ankles like up,
terrible,
like, bad. And that was it. And then I rounded back, man. I didn't hoop for a while.
Steph Curry ankles?
Yeah.
So
Darren Williams ankles.
When did you really get into, like, what sparked the idea? Like, when was that aha moment to I want to be a skills trainer or a player?
So, like, I was doing this crap for free for, like, a long time, right?
I was subconsciously not even thinking about it.
I'm going to the gym and I'm getting a lift in.
Right.
And then I'm poking my head in. And there's high school cats, college cats in there.
Right.
And I'll end up playing like a pickup game with them, and like I'll bust them up.
Give them little pointers after.
Yeah, well, and then they're asking me for pointers. Like, you don't know how many times I went into the gym and asked if I was playing overseas or
where you hoop at. That's the number one question if you get off in the game. Wait, what college you go to?
Yeah, what college you go to, or like what college did you go to, or do you play overseas, or do you train people? Like I used to get that all the time.
Okay.
I can understand that because we got our ass busted 3 or 4 weeks ago at the gym. I remember it was them 3 cats. One of them worked for T-Mobile. Or 2 of them worked for T-Mobile.
I don't know what
we
you
got our ass
about.
busted. We lost that game.
Shit.
We was playing a 3-on-3. We got our ass busted. But I ain't gonna lie. These cats was ball. That's the first. I said, what the hell school y'all come from? Cause my big ass, I really should. This fool keep talking me into playing basketball.
We gotta get it for the cardio.
Yeah.
Okay, so kids would just ask you as you're going out, getting these lifts and getting these open runs.
Yeah.
People were just asking you. So you were doing it for free, just subconsciously wanting to help the younger you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then like basically what happened was like, Holland Woods, senior, asked me to come in.
Shout out to Mud.
Yeah, shout out to Unc. They actually gave me like my first like real chance, but didn't end up really being a chance like that. Like it ended up me playing with the guys.
Yeah.
So like I played with Marvin Bagley. I played with Marcus Bagley.
Yeah.
Holland Woods, and there were some JUCO guys from like SEC. I ended up playing with them. I did my thing, and then like Holland just kept telling me like, you need to go overseas. You need to play.
Yeah.
And I kept telling him like, yo, I'm a trainer, like I'm trying to train.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, like you can still go. And I was like, oh, all right, man. So I started training people at LA Fitness. That's where I met Trent Hudgens.
Shout out to Trent.
Yeah, man. Shout out my man Trent, man. Like he's getting a lot of love right now. People are finally starting to put him on the map.
Right.
That makes me happy, man.
He's getting his just due. He's been putting the time in.
He's getting his just due, man. He's a gym rat. We put in years of work. And so he works with everybody, man. Like the kid, like when I'm not,
always want to be in the gym,
man.
Yeah,
that's what you want. But yeah, so like that was actually like my first like real client, and then like I landed like and then like the Sunny Slope kids like Allen, Bryson, my whole senior group.
Yep.
That whole wave happened at like almost the same time.
Yeah.
And then like it was a wrap from there, man. Like I had a great senior group. I had Trent. Trent brought me some kids like Nick Sean. All the Moon Valley guys, all the Deer Valley guys, like my boy Johnny, like yo, man, it got out of hand.
That's all it takes for real. Like, you could be putting in the work, but it takes that. It's crazy because you could tell someone like, yo, I can do this for you. You know what I mean? I could do that for you. But like, seeing is believing for a lot of people. So it takes that one kid who, you know what I mean, gets off in the game during them, or you know what I mean, gets that D1 offer, and everyone's like, oh, he trains with you?
Yeah.
And then they want to message you after you've been like...
Yeah, after you've been doing it for like years. Because a lot of people, like, they're seeing me now. Like, I'm doing camps. I'm doing, like, you know, I'm doing some bigger things.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, like, you're coming up. And I'm like, this is year 4.
Right.
Like, you know, I really, like, this is year 4. Thousands of dollars invested. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Like, I funded an entire AAU team by myself.
Right.
And with my friends.
So the question is, like, when you're training these kids or these clients that you have that you're doing with, like, what is your method of training? Like, what is it that you feel like sets you apart from everybody else?
Details, attention to detail, and that goes into every aspect. So it's not even just like the skills training. Like, I go off individual. So like, if the kid doesn't believe in what I'm teaching them, like I communicate with the client all the time. Like, what's your vision? What are we doing here? What are we trying to build? What's the end goal? Because, like, you know, if a kid straight up tells me, like, I'm trying to go to this D3 university to get my 4-year degree and do this, like, I'm going to train him a little different than I would trying to get to the D1 school. Like, you know what I mean? Because now I have a specific goal. Is like a system. Like, I got to get him right for this system. I got to get him right for that. But I'm very individualized, attention to detail, footwork. Like, I treat every client like a pro. That's really what sets me apart.
So it sounds like whoever gonna get with you is gonna get put through the ringer in the best way possible.
Oh yeah, man. Like, you definitely get pushed. That's for sure.
Command you to grow. You must grow.
Gotta personalize it. Like, something that works for someone might not work for someone else, and it really depends on what you want to work on. So.
People learn in different ways, man. Some people's visual, some people's audio. Like, I try to get super creative, man, and I do whatever I can possibly to help my clients achieve their goal, man.
Hell yeah. As someone that's not that old and not too far removed from the college hoop scene and the high school hoop scene, like, what is it like giving back and helping the kids? Like, seeing these players develop, how is that for you?
Man, it's great. Like, that's why I do it, man. Like, I truly love it. And that's why I was willing to work for free. That's why I was willing to invest my own money. Like, this is what I love. Like, straight up. Like, if I wasn't making money from it like I am now, like, cool, I'll probably still be in the trenches, like, trying to get it popping.
Doing it, right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm being real, like, I'd probably still be at my 9 to 5, still working OT.
At LA Fitness after work.
Yeah, at LA Fitness after
Message!
work. No, like, for real though, man. Like, I'd still be doing the same thing, man. Like, it's truly a blessing, man.
So it's something that you're actually passionate about.
Yeah, man. Like, seeing the kids, like, mature and, like, giving back to them, man. Like, essentially, like, what I feel like I'm doing is I'm in charge of the future.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And, like, I look at teachers, because, like, I've worked for school systems, I've done stuff like that, and, like, it's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I try to provide, like, a different type of environment for the youth and try to kind of nurture the future.
So reinforcing the discipline while also doing something that helps them accomplish their dream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Teaching them real life skills, man. Like, shit has to be applicable.
Right.
So, like, the shit that they're going into school and learning, like, 90% of that shit thrown out the window as soon as you graduate.
Pythagorean theorem.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
no, like, that's some real, like, that's some
Yeah.
like,
sure.
Excuse my language, but it's, like, really bad. And it's like, these kids need life skills. They need EQ, emotional intelligence, IQ. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just teaching them how to be adults and interact in the world and make it.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? When you show up to training, like, you're gonna learn discipline, time management, like, you know what I mean, stuff like
brotherhood,
that.
shit.
Brotherhood,
People you hooping
family,
with, like,
teamwork,
like,
respect, like, communication, like,
and
there's
you
all
never
types.
know what someone's going through at home too. You know how many times, like, something's going on at home and someone goes to practice and that's their outlet or that's their sanctuary.
Like they come to practice angry, but then they leave happy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, like, and like the fact that it's crazy that you guys said that, because that used to be me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I had all types of going on. I get to the gym and, like, I'm straight.
Yeah, you don't think about nothing, you zone everything out.
As I grew up boxing and playing football.
Yeah.
And, like, the anger that I used to hold inside of me, like, I could go to the gym and beat the hell out of somebody.
Yeah,
And
it sounds so bad, but it's real.
I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning because we got to go do drills for football.
Yeah.
And then go to school and be in school all day. Then after school, get to throw the pads on, run people over.
Yeah.
And like take out all that aggression on them.
Yeah.
And then go home and be like, yeah, I'm straight. We good. That's cool.
No, for real though, man. Like it really, like it can save your life. Like for real.
It's an outlet.
Yeah.
So 2-part question here on it. So like, what was the best moment you had training? Like one moment that you could think about that really like is your best moment in training. And what was, because I know this is your full-time gig too. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? With the good comes the bad. What's the worst moment you've had since jumping headfirst into putting all your time, effort, and money into your craft?
Honestly, like proudest moment. I don't know, man. I've had a lot, man. Like honestly, like with the basketball training, like I feel like everything's like a dub, like a win.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, I don't like. I know I've taken L's and I've taken missteps, but like every L I take, like I'm cool with it because like it's my decision.
Yeah.
Like when I'm captaining my own ship and I'm in charge, like I'll hold my L. I don't care.
Right.
Now let me ask you this: is it truly your L or is it a learning?
Well, yeah, and that's what it is. Everything's a learning experience, and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't even feel like L's. Like, all right, I made a bad business decision,
Yeah.
but I won't do that again.
Exactly.
And like, and the fact that I'm getting it out early, like, makes me super comfortable and more confident because, like, all right, let's say I f up some money. I f up 10 G's now. At least I'm not 6 years down the line when I just signed the Adidas contract and I got 19 cabs going or whatever it may be, and I'm doing the NBA stuff, and then I f up 1.5.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
lesson learned.
lesson learned now. Like, let's do it now.
Listen to this because you actually getting like real jewels, not just like in life, but also in business. Because a lot of people in the world today, everybody wants to be their own boss. But what you guys don't realize is a lot of you are afraid to actually take a chance on yourself because you're afraid of failure, and you're hearing it firsthand. Failure is not truly a failure. It's a learning experience. It's actually a win.
Yeah, well, and then, like, I just get so sick and tired of, like, people telling me that, how old are you? 26. You own your own business? You do this? You're so lucky.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not lucky. Like,
I work my ass off.
I guarantee you wouldn't do half of the things I did to get here. Like,
For the same pay.
No,
right?
for real.
Or
Like,
yeah.
people don't know, man. Like, just within the last couple of years, man, I let my car get repoed. I moved in with my trainer. Like I was my roommate.
Down, yeah.
No, like my roommate, my next door roommate was his 12, 13-year-old son.
That's funny.
I'm 26
Right.
and I'm a business
Back to
owner.
square one.
I'm 26 and I'm a business owner, right?
They don't understand the hard work. Like your hours are longer.
Yeah.
You work longer. So at the end of the
No,
day,
you
if
work for free.
Yeah. If you average it, if you're making money and you average it out, you're making less than what most people are.
Right.
If you're running your business and you're not making any profit, you're working for free.
Right.
So there's so much more. Everybody feels like once they become a business owner, they're gonna become rich and you get to do what you want to. No, you get to work harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's what it and you know what it is, man. When you run your own business, it has to be a passion, or like I truly believe like there's an end game to it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's never good. Like, even if you get the Lambo and you achieve all your financial goals, like the way you got there, if you didn't enjoy the ride, that's tough, man. Good luck to you.
And
I don't know how you're gonna sleep.
Going through the hard stuff, going through the bad moments or the L's, like that's actually what makes it worth it, because when you do actually get like it's a small win.
Yeah.
It's like a huge win.
Well, yeah.
Because you're like, I did that.
Yeah, well, and then it's like it's funny too, because like those are definitely like moving in with him, like, and getting my car repo. Those are definitely not even half the L's. Like at one point, like I was riding my bike to work midsummer, 19 miles one way.
We in Arizona.
Like, in Arizona,
right.
Like 120,
We in
and like
Arizona.
no, like I did like 55th Indian School to Discover car.
Wow, you tripping.
And you could ask the trainer there, all right, he's from NAU, that's how me and him connected. He was training me, getting me in shape for the hoop stuff. He'll
You was in shape.
He'll straight up tell you, like, he let me skip cardio on our workouts because he knew I biked 19 miles.
Right.
Like, and then, like, bro, and I was sleeping on a bed, like, wasn't even a bed, fam. Like I was sleeping on a sleeping bag with some blankets
yeah.
with no furniture.
Like now, when you, like
No girls coming over tonight.
No cutting. Now when you look at those moments, like, and you package them out, like you said, I've seen some of your sessions. You got 80 kids in the gym. Like, do you get a chance to like step back and think, like, do you think about that when you're at your highest? Like,
every
you know
day,
you
fam.
pack the gym out.
That's what, like, and that's, you know what, man, like, I think that's when I really started to level up. It's like back in the day, man, like I used to think of dark times and like I really try to pull from that. But it's like, for what? Like I'm holding on to negativity. Like it's bad, yeah, it happened, but there's way worse stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like even if you've been homeless, you ate out of trash can, you done whatever, like there's a worse situation.
Yeah,
so like you're waking up. So it's
always.
Like, yeah, man, the minute I started focusing on other stuff and just like, all right, cool, like I got my mini dub yesterday, I'm gonna build on that today. Like, you know, that really started to take it to the next level.
Now, last question I got on this. If you could give one piece of advice, right? Because you obviously have kids that are getting D1 offers.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of noise out here. If you can give any advice to that 15, 16-year-old kid in high school.
Stop complaining. Stop making excuses. Like, you guys don't have offers because you're not putting in the work. Like, granted, there is some people out there that are going to get overlooked and might not get the look, but I guarantee 99% of that is not you. So, like, if you're not getting the looks and you feel you're overlooked and you're slept on, go put in some more work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really that simple. Like, stop complaining, stop making excuses, look at your situation, be self-aware on what you're struggling with, and fix that. Make it better.
How important would you say the skill and the situation is? Because some people have the skill, go to a bad high school where they're not promoting you, they're not doing highlight tapes, they're not talking to college coaches, but that same skill at another school. So how important would you say the balance of skill as well as surrounding yourself with the right circle, the right coaching staff? How important would you say
everything. Like, you know, that's everything in life. Like, you could have amazing skill and then you go to like the worst like situation ever and it's not going to work out for you. So like being aware of stuff like that. Like if you transfer in somewhere freshman year and you see they're not pushing anybody, like I know it's like frowned upon and it's hard on families and stuff like that, but like I mean, if parents are really invested in their kids, like take them where there's a decent education, take them where the coach actually cares. Like, you know what I mean? Like, figure it out.
Yeah. And the reason I asked, I was just watching, shout out to Podson. I was watching his interview he did on Wheaton. And Wheaton was saying he went to, where'd he go? He went to West Point or some high school like that all the way into his junior year.
Yeah.
Had no offers.
Yeah.
His dad moved him, switched him to Chandler High School because they had a better program. Chandler literally took his clips from West Point.
Yeah.
Made a highlight tape, sent it out. He got Oregon State offer.
Right off
with
that.
No footage from Chandler. Like, he didn't play one game at Chandler and started getting D1 offers because of the contacts, how they did the video. So, like, and then he eventually ended up getting drafted and playing in the NFL. So, like, to me, that, I was like, damn, like, you know how many...
It's huge. Like, well, and that's what, like, I have to have this conversation with clients all the time because, like, and that, like, that's why I've been so intent on being solo because, like, I'm really trying to push a culture shift. There's like a lot of youth coaches, a lot of high school coaches that just are not doing their job. And like I've had multiple kids come to me and talent through the roof, like unbelievable potential, and their coach is just doing nothing for them. And then like they come to me and it's their senior year, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do nothing.
Right.
Like I can't do nothing for you. But yeah, man, it's a shame. It's really a shame, man. But
where can the people reach you? What's your email? What's the Instagram? What camps do you have coming up?
So I really want everybody, like if you mess with me, go follow the Hoop Academy. That's on Instagram, the Hoop Academy. It's also in my bio at Doghouse Basketball Training. That's where you can catch all my individual clips. If you want all the camps and everything like that, go to the Hoop Academy, and then the website is thehoopnetwork.org.
We'll drop the link in the bio.
And I'll make sure I have all the links down in the bio so everybody can find all the information.
Go subscribe.
Subscribe for sure.
So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break with a Robert Kraft. We'll be back shortly.
All right.